That's right, guys. I'm doing it. I'm gonna go into a new game right now, just before it'll restart everything, because it will. It doesn't give you much time to select new game or load game. Although to be fair, during that entire beginning cutscene, you could have selected it by just hitting a button. But I want you guys to watch it because it's so good. But this seems even better. So, all right. Well, hi guys, Airyanya here, and welcome to my new Let's Play of Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. Yes, or Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, whichever order it is. I can never keep up because when you look at the Dissidia's title, Dissidia comes before Final Fantasy as well. So I just assume, and I think Advent Children does too. But yeah, see, like Crisis Core and then Final Fantasy VII. So I don't know which one it is, but either way, this game is amazing. If I had to pick my favorite game of all time, which is a really, really hard thing for me to do because I hate favorites, it would be this game. I have a lot of things to say about this game, and I don't have much time to say it all in. But thankfully they have subtitles here, so you can just listen to me and then read the cutscene, read the subtitles if you're interested. So now, for those of you who have played Final Fantasy VII, if you haven't played this game takes place immediately before the events of Final Fantasy VII. And by that, I mean the very last scene of this game is the very first scene of Final Fantasy VII. So, just pointing that out and letting that, letting that be known so you guys know what you're getting into. Now, the reason why this game means a lot to me is because Final Fantasy VII was the first Final Fantasy game I actually finished. I played... Focus. It's not my first Final Fantasy game, but it's the first one I finished, and the first one I got really committed to. The story, the characters, the world, all of it was amazing to me, and I was so enthralled by it. However, upon finishing the game, I felt as though a lot of my questions were never answered, and especially with the characters and the world, and come and get it. I think mostly the characters, such as Cloud and Zack and Aerith and even Sephiroth. A lot of who they are in Final Fantasy VII gets explained in this game. And I didn't even know this game existed when I played Final Fantasy VII. I beat the game and I was like, okay, there's a movie, I'll get the movie, and I bought it immediately afterwards. I was like, I want this movie, damn it, I want this damn movie because I want answers. And then I watched the movie and it was fantastic. I still love that movie. I watch it almost... I can't even say almost every day because I don't watch it that often, but I watch it a lot. And my chair is slowly swiveling me away from the microphone. I apologize. Alright, that should be better. But, and then upon watching the movie, I found out that this game existed. So then my first ever paycheck, I bought a PSP and this game. And I would say it was absolutely worth it. This game is worth getting a PSP for. So, anyway. But, it did a bunch for me. It explained so much of Final Fantasy VII, not only just the characters, but the world as well. And it really helped me respect certain characters and really despise other characters. And it's so hard for me to continue going into it without spoiling much, but just a really good game, and I hope you guys are in it for the long haul with me because I don't think it's as long as Persona 3 Portable, but it might be close. It can be a long game. There are lots and lots and lots of side quests. But alright, so this game's gonna immediately throw us into a fight. I'm warning you right now, I'm gonna give you a little spoiler for like 5 seconds ahead. But the fighting in this game is very unique in the sense that it's not, well, it's similar to Final Fantasy XII where it's actiony and fast-paced, but with the ability to still choose your abilities, so like your actions and fights. So as you can see, we can control Zack using the analog stick or the directional buttons. I use the analog stick. You can target enemies by facing them. You can't change your target. You have to just move around and hope that Zack is facing the right one. And you can still circle on the person you're targeting. Now, to change your abilities, your commands, you use the L and R button, and then to guard you hit triangle, and to dodge you hit square. So, As you can tell, it's already going to be a little bit different. So as you can see, we can dodge, we can block if we so wanted. It's not really doing much. I'm going to use Assault Twister because it's AoE! No one's going to sit here and mash this for a while. Alright, enough of that. If you hit B, you can, or circle, sorry, you can quickly get into your, go back to your attack button. Although I keep spamming those. You have to be really careful when you're spamming buttons because you can, as you can see, you can input commands quite early on, and Zack will just stand there if he's attacked and just wait to finish it. So be very careful when you're using abilities. There are a few other mechanics, such as right now we have no MP cost. That's because of the DMW, which I will not be explaining in this episode. I'll explain it some other time, maybe next episode. But that's a whole different thing of its own. But if you attack enemies from behind, it's an automatic critical hit, things like that. So. But your positioning does matter. For things such as, you know, like Assault Twisters I was using as AoE attack, so you want to make sure you're hitting people who are they're around other people, so the AoE is used. And things like that. Also, if you noticed, Assault Twister on the bottom was yellow and not green. That's because it takes a different kind of energy. It takes AP and not MP. So if you're out of MP, but you still want to use abilities, you might want to throw in an AP ability in your set just in case you find yourself out of mana or out of MP, so that we can still use abilities outside of just using your standard attack. Now this guy is our first boss. Oops, I didn't mean to use that. He is a behemoth. Now I don't think he's weak to Blizzaga, but Blizzaga does the most damage to him. However, you do not have to do this. Also, Endure, that means that you will live even if you have 1,000 or 0 HP, 1,000 HP. Why can I not hit this guy? Alright, well, another way you can attack him is if you get behind him, like I said, you can just go behind someone and... what the heck? That wasn't an attack. Why is wasting potions? It's fun. I'm gonna attack him 3 times and then dodge because he's gonna hit you with his tail. See, like that. However, we had an OMP cost. I wasted it. I hate using Blizzaga because, see there, we have a no MP cost, so you can see it's spam Blizzaga. But I hate using it because he never seems to sit still. He always tries to dash at you like that. And it's so annoying. Because Blizzaga takes a while to fall down. But it does the most damage out of all of your magic. So you can get behind him and hit him in the butt. Hit him in the butt. Hit him in the butt, Zack. I'm hitting him in the side. Whoop. Come on, wish your tail, wish your tail, wish your tail. Okay, we can do that. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Alright. And that's really about it. If you want to use items, you just go over to your item tab right here and use items. Yeah, that's really about it for the battle mechanics. You want to dodge abilities if you can. Don't play like me, I'm terrible at this game. And yeah. Also, there are random encounters, but they're a little bit different. When you get into a random encounter, the lady is like, what does she say? Like, initiating conflict or something like that. I don't remember. She said it earlier when we started the tutorial, and then you just get into a transition into the fight, but it doesn't take you into a completely different screen or anything. Yeah. He just pulls out his sword and there are enemies there, they just spawn, so.
Impossible.
And he's evil in this game too? No, he's not.
Thanks, Angel.
I'm gonna cry for this because this cutscene is so funny. Just... Zack's voice actor did an amazing job. Not just that, but the writers as well. They really portrayed Zack very well and very, I think, realistic.
Training's over.
Why?
What the heck are you? Are you an
Are you
SAO?
serious?
I think he's an SAO.
I was just getting warmed up.
He totally just did a hissy fit. He threw the thing down to the ground.
Zack. Embrace your dreams.
Huh?
If you want to be a hero, you need to have dreams. And honor.
Man, I feel you, Zack. That made no damn sense. But his reaction, though, he was like, excuse me? Like, what'd you say? What? It was so good. It was so funny. Alright, so that's the end of Chapter 1. Yes, Chapter 1 is basically just tutorial and, like, getting introduced to Zack and stuff, so. But yes, now we're in Chapter 2. This game does use chapter, mechanics, like, to whatever. You guys know what I mean, like, to split up the
Hey,
game.
Zack, you seem a little on edge.
Can you blame me?
Also, there's
All this
quite a lot of voice acting.
Training and no assignments like they're.
There's also a lot
hanging
of
out to
text
dry.
as well. And lots of
You must
side
be pretty
quests. There's a
busy.
lot of everything in this game.
What
This
are you
game
doing
is
off
good.
base?
It's so good.
Off base.
But,
Wait,
also, I
haven't you
never
heard?
really discussed this,
There's been a mass
but for those of you who are
desertion of
wondering how
soldiers.
much of this game I'm going to actually show off, I'm going to show off as much as I can, or as much as I feel like showing. I don't know if it'll be enough to consider it a 100% run, but I'm going to do my best. I'll do my damnedest. So, alright. Appears one of the first, deserted. Took a bunch of seconds, there's with him too. Nobody knows why he left or what he's up to. This mass desertion is the reason why your training's on hold. Heads up, but first. Zack, new assignment. Woo! Finally! Some real action. He's so childish. This will be your show. Yes! Fist pump. Report to the director Lazard. He'll give you the details. Alright. But yeah, I told myself that I would... Is this also gonna be voice acted? It is.
Zack. It's good to finally meet face to face.
But I told myself, alright,
Director of Soldier.
don't play this until you've done a test run of it. Well, too
Hey.
bad, so sad I didn't do it. I'm recording it
On
right
to
now.
business.
But yeah, for those of you who are curious, this is the secret game that I've been wanting to let's play for years.
Soldier
This is the
First
secret
Class
game that got me
Genesis.
into wanting to let's play in the
A month ago.
in the first place.
went missing
This
during
game
a
means a lot to
mission
me,
in Wutai.
and I really hope I can
Know anything about this?
portray that to you guys and
Not really.
also show it to you guys, because I'm sure a lot of you have not even played this game before.
The mission is currently
It kind of makes
stuck
me
in
sad
limbo.
that it's so cheap.
That's why
I know where you
decided
find
to
it,
send you.
but that's a good thing because you can go get it for cheap,
to
and
Wutai.
I think it's way
This-
more worth
This
than what
war has gone on
than
long
what
enough.
it sells for. So
I've recommended you for first.
Angel! Oh, I love you, man! Angel!
Don't make me regret this, Zack.
Sir,
Once you're
oh my
back,
gosh,
you'll leave at once.
so good. But yeah, so but I did do quite a bit of research, and I have a lot of notes. So it shouldn't be like me playing it for the first time in like a year or something. No, I mean I am, but I also have a lot of notes, so I should be okay. If you have any questions about the assignment or combat in general, you should talk to the other soldier operatives. Alright. I'll tell you everything you need to know. First thing you have to learn about is combat. You probably got a handle on it in training, but I sent you a mail explaining basic combat. You should give it a read. Now, this awesome thing... well, first you can open the menu. Yeah. Okay, so... let me explain some things. This is going to be the explanation episode. I'm sure most first episodes are. So you open up the main menu and you see a lot of different things here. First off, let me go over the stats because they're a little bit different. At least for me, they're a little bit odd. So your attack stat is your basic physical attack power. Your vitality is your defense against physical attacks. It's not exactly your HP or your HP growth. It's just your typical defense. Magic is your magical power, so all of your magic stuff will go off of that. And spirit in this game is your defense against magic attacks, which is kind of odd for me. It's going to throw me off quite a bit because I'm used to spirit being, you know, the stat for healing magic. Now luck, as far as I saw, it only goes for two things. One, it increases your crit rate, and two, it gives you better item drops. So that's pretty good. Now, for those of you who are really techie and really like math and really are intrigued by equations and stuff, I have an equation for you. Your crit rate is the attacker's luck minus defender's luck divided by 2.56%. There you go. However, if you want to make it easy, just attack things from behind. It'll automatically be a crit. Like I told you, it's guaranteed crit. So there we go. Now, as far as our menu goes, we have items, which is just, you know, a list of our items, you know, blah, 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 blah. You can manually, but it's auto, that works. Equipment screen is actually kind of odd. We don't have, I mean, we do get equipment, but they're actually listed as accessories. But you have the materia here. As you can see, we can only have 4 slots. We actually can get 6 eventually by the end of the game. You can see the 2 little dimmed out slots there. And then we have accessories, and these are going to be our actual equipment. It's really odd, but these are equipment. And the order that you have this set up, by the way, is the order they are going to be listed in the battle. So whatever you want first, which I usually like to have cure first, right after attack, because then it's easy to get to. But that'll be the order it's listed in battle, so rearrange it however you want. Materia, you can list out your little materia. Now materia do level up, they do have levels, and I'll go over that a little bit more. That means close up my menu. Materia fusion will go into when it gets available. DMW. This is the limit break system of the game. You'll eventually see scenes throughout the game, you'll see scenes, and they'll be added to your DMW. And these are basically just memories that Zack has. And I used to know the DMW so well when I was first planning to let's play this, but if I remember correctly, it's triggered if you have I think matching numbers or something. It'll pop up on the screen and be all huge and awesome and stuff. Just for the most part, just ignore it. The only time it's important is when it gives you a special effect and you'll see it, and you know, right under it, how the game was telling us before we had no MP costs, endure, things like that. That's because the DMW is constantly going. It's constantly giving you effects. It's constantly going through these numbers. So, and then another time to pay attention to it is when it pops up on the screen and becomes a huge, you know, slot reel thing. And you guys will be able to see that eventually. And then here you can see all of the limit breaks and verges and the stuff. Just don't worry about it. Missions we're gonna get to in a bit, and then mail I'll get to in a second. Shops, however, is the most amazing thing. You can shop from basically anywhere. Open up your menu and go shopping. It's amazing. Amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy 2 potions because I hate having 3 or something. I want 5 of everything. But I don't want to waste my money. Some measures restore AP, by the way. They're the AP version of Ether, so. But yeah, the shop is right there. You don't have weapon, you don't have shops to go to, you don't have like weapon or armor shops. No, yes, you just buy your stuff here. Now mail. This is the most amazing thing. When I first saw this, I was amazed. Like I was just like, this is so cool. It's a lot of text, and most of it's gonna probably bore you guys. But it's really, really awesome because it's I mean, there's tutorials here, but maybe they'll tell us here. Yeah, here we go. So the DMW reel is located in the upper left corner of the screen. Combinations of aligned 7s during battle will activate these status effects. And you can see them there. Alright. And second one. Other number combinations can align during battle to activate the following status effects. There you go. Now another cool thing about this game in the DMW is that, I'm sure you guys have noticed, but there is no slot for experience in the screen, on the screen. That's because experience, it is there, but the game keeps track of it quietly. And we do get levels, but we get levels whenever the DMW spins 777. That's when we level up. So, as far as the materia, they level up whenever the DMW spins its appropriate number. So, if it's like 111, the materia in your first slot here will get 2 levels. If it's just 171, then the materia in the first level will get 1 level. So, just you'll figure it out as you watch or as you play. It's really not that big of a deal. But anyway, I suggest go through all of these as you know, if you're playing this on your own. Read these. These are really cool. Really helpful. But I'm gonna get them out of here. Yeah, you see? There you go. Okay. Shops, missions, controls during missions. We're gonna do that later. Alright. Now we've read through everything. Hey console, talk to me. Yes, I did. I read it all. Oh, excuse you. Yeah. Yes, we can go look at it whenever we want. Oh. Yeah, as I'm sure you noticed, we don't have Blizzaga or Firaga anymore. Alright. Alright, so. Okay. Sorry for going through text a little bit quickly, but there's a lot of text, a lot of tutorial. Alright, so first order of business is we don't have a save point here. What? There's supposed to be a save point here. Maybe it activates after we register. That's really odd. Okay, so let's look at this thing. Oh, there it is. Alright. So now that we have registered, we can, well, we went to a save point. You cannot save by just hitting the X button, so that's handy. But if you hit, if you have a menu, you cannot go to missions. Now these are basically all side quests, except the first one, it's mandatory. So as you can see, we have little subcategories, and then we have the missions, and they have ratings. Now the ratings, they change depending on your level. So if you see one that's like very hard, just get a few levels, come back, try it again. But yeah, so this is a simulated battle against infantrymen. Simulated. The difficulty level is set low, so it should pose no problems for a soldier operative. Relax and enjoy the training. We're gonna do this real quick. And basically, it's gonna take out these operative or soldiers again. So I don't have any AP stuff. I thought I had a soul twister, but I don't. Oh, here we go. Modulating phase. Here is the DMW. And we didn't get anything. So let's make it chain slash too. Okay.
Here we go. Go.
There we go. But yeah, so that's a limit break. That's how the limit break works.
Later.
Alright. Also, if you notice, our HP, MP, and AP say break. That's because we have more HP, MP, and AP than our max. That is possible. You can overheal. It's really cool. And it's really helpful. So, yay, we get an elixir! Da, 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 da. And there we go. That's how missions work. Yeah. You're the man. Alright. Nope. Alright. So let's listen to him. Let's examine. We get a bronze bangle. Yeah. You already told me about mail. Yes. What he's saying is actually really important. I actually really enjoy looking at the mail. However, for the Let's Play, I'll do my best to only read mail when it's convenient. So if we get one, you'll get a little notification in the top left corner of the screen. If we're in the middle of doing something, I'll just hold off and wait until later. It's not like Navi where it'll repeatedly remind you over and over and over again. Hey, listen, hey, or top right corner of the screen. I know things. But yes, he's not gonna beep it. He's just gonna sit there. So we can read it whenever. But first, if you examine this locker 20 times. Alright, for examining this locker 20 times, we get new dialogue. And Gonzo's like upset because we kept examining it and being greedy, so he's gonna give us what he got. We get a curse ring. Now what that does is actually, if you look at the stats, it's pretty good. Let's go ahead and equip the bronze bangle. And then if you look at the curse string, look at that. It's awesome, isn't it? However, guaranteed to curse the wearer. What that means is that it will stop the DMW in fights. You will not get limit breaks, you will not get levels, you will not get anything. It completely stops the DMW. So, stats are awesome, but I do not want. So, let's just ignore that, right? Alright, and real quick, let's look at the mail we got. Congrats on your first mail. Console here. Now that you've got your mail account ready, allow me, your loyal and well-connected pal, to give you lots of insider info. Why? Because I'm such a nice guy. And I know you and your one-track mind don't know what I know. Alright, and as you can see, they get sorted into different categories, into little folders. So here's the next one. Midgar Construction Project, Shinra News. Midgar is a city floating approximately 50 meters in the air, linked to the ground by train and highway transit. We utilize a total of 8 Mako reactors, sequentially numbered starting with number 1, Northern Reactor, to supply electricity to the city. Construction continues smoothly. Shinra Company headquarters in Sector 4 are the last on the schedule to be completed. The headquarters interior in Sector 0 is complete and already in operation. The exterior is slated for completion in 2 years, while the surrounding city will be finished in 7 years. Reeve, how you say his name? Tuesti? Director of City Planning. And there you go. So now we have Shinra News and Soldier. But yeah, so I love the mail. It gives really nice insight on the world of not just Shinra, but the world, especially Shinra, because we are a part of Shinra. But anyway, sorry for the really long episode, but I think that's gonna be it. Next episode, we're going to go on our mission in Wutai. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this, and let me know what you guys think about this LP in the comment section below. I would really like to hear your feedback, especially because I am super stoked to do this right now. Just, you cannot understand the stoked that I feel right now. Alright, so I think that's gonna be it. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, night, whatever it is for you, and I'll see you next time. Yay, see ya!